Hey, what up? It's Carter from the Peekaboo Boxing Academy, and today what I want to show you is the beginner routine of somebody learning the Peekaboo style, otherwise known as the Cus D'amato style here at the gym. What I'm going to do is basically allow you to be a fly on the wall and watch our process that we go through every single day. All of these guys are brand new, none of them have had any fights whatsoever, so if you're a beginner, you're especially going to be able to appreciate this. And by the end of the video, you're going to be able to take a few things from our routine and integrate it into your own. Thank you so much, and let's crack into it.
Professional fighter has got to learn how to hit and not get hit, at the same time be excited. That's what professional fighting is about. You got to be clever, you got to be smart, and not get hit. And when you're able to do this, you're a fighter.
Alright, so the way that I formatted this video is I'm just going to have clips of the workout play, and then I'm going to give voiceovers and spots where necessary. This is just due to the fact that I don't have a mic yet, so bear with me, coming soon. But in the meantime, for today's video, I'm just going to do some voiceover work, and I'm going to let the clips play. So basically what I'm going over with these guys, they're all lined up. It's because I am showing them how to do footwork. When you're a beginner in this style, you want to be doing footwork every single day. And, you know, it's very simple. You're in your square stance, you have that nice balance, you have that tight defense, hands, hands up, chin down, hands tightly pulled into the face. And you want to, when you're moving forward, it's left foot first, then the right foot follows. If the left foot moves forward 6 inches, the right foot should move forward 6 inches. There shouldn't be a big discrepancy, and you should make it smooth, like I'm showing them right here. I'm showing them how to make it smooth, because one of the problems that they were dealing with is the fact that it's just too stilted, and I did a little twist here to basically demonstrate my balance. We do a lot of those to check our balance, and you'll see throughout this I'm checking their balance. If you're a beginner, you want to be checking your balance too and making those subtle adjustments to your stance in order to keep that balance. And I've already released a video on how to get your balance with the twist. I'll probably do more videos on balance in the future. But right here I'm showing them, you have to be able to punch off of your movement using the footwork that we're going over and drilling every day. The nice thing about being a beginner is you can really just focus on your form. The way that Teddy Atlas and Cus D'amato taught all the fighters is you learn form, then speed, then power. As a beginner, you should just be focused on form, like these guys. So everything I'm going over is just basic footwork. I'm saying don't let your feet get too wide, don't let your feet get too close together. It should be just about even. You're just moving your stance around. It's like you're a chess piece, and you're just moving the piece around the chessboard. The chess piece stays the same. You're just moving your position, and that's what footwork is all about. You're just getting from, position A to position B while, basically having perfect balance, while maintaining perfect balance. And, at all times you want to basically put yourself into a striking position without being vulnerable. So that means keeping your hands up, moving forward, being smart about where you position yourself when you're, sparring, when you're fighting. And, so very basic stuff. I'll let some of the clips play out. Like I said, I'll give a voiceover when necessary.
Nice flow, all right? So that way you have mobility, right? Again, if there's a pause and you have to walk like this, you don't have mobility, right? Go ahead. There's still a little bit, trying to make it slow. It's just the something, galloping where you go like this, or shuffling where you go like this. It's the same concept, but you're just in your stance while you do it.
So what you're going to see me doing right here is just giving them a little bit of a push after they do their twists, because I'm checking their balance. It's important that as you're learning your footwork as a beginner, you're constantly feeling out your balance, right? You want to constantly be making those little shifts in your stance, turning your feet in the right way, adding a little bit or removing some bend in the knees, Not standing so upright, maybe leaning forward a little bit more. Little shifts that are going to make a difference in your balance. And my job as a coach is to test these guys' balance and to test your balance if you ever come into the gym, so that we make sure that you have it down packed. Right now, what I'm telling these guys is that if your legs are too close together, you're off balance. So I'm telling them that as they move, you have to keep the same base, right? You don't want your legs to move, like I said in the beginning. If one leg moves 6 inches, the other leg moves 6 inches, or foot, vice versa. You don't want your legs to get too skinny. You don't want them to get too far apart. You're just keeping that same basic stance, and you are just transferring it across the ring.
Keep those elbows in, Kobe. Go. Your lateral footwork looks pretty good for the most part. Our lateral footwork's looking pretty good. We just got to replicate that same splash to the front facing footwork. Go. You know why? It's because you're too square. Right? You can't get any power off this. You don't have any balance off this, right? So what does that mean? It means that instead of having your feet so square, right? Aaron probably told some of the guys this the other day, turn your foot a little bit more in, like it's pointing, and bring this foot back, get some bend in your knees. I'm still facing you. My foot is just torqued in a little bit, right? And I'm still facing where you face, okay? Right? So less of this, more of this, alright? Alright, go ahead. Yeah, like that, Kobe, like that. Perfect. The other way, go. Much better. Go the other way. Alright, keep going. Go ahead. You don't want this. Right? You don't want this. Go like this. No good. It's all balance, right? Alright, go ahead. A couple more times. Go ahead. Other way.
So basically what you're going to see me coordinate here is where I get the guys in front of each other doing something called the moves. And what the moves are they're basically a set of repetitions, a set of drills that you do within Cus's style in order to get the form down and to basically ingrain the movements into your nervous system so that you don't have to think about it anymore. Some of the moves include things like the twist, knee bends, slipping straight punches, weaving round punches, and then there's about probably 10 to 15 more. Now, the purpose of today's video isn't to dive into how to do each of these moves particularly, but really, again, what I wanted to do is give you the opportunity to see the day in, a day in the life of a beginner in this style. So you're going to see these guys doing some of the moves together, and you're just going to see me correcting them and showing them how to do them properly when they make mistakes. All very straightforward. We usually do this as the first part of the workout. And if you're a beginner, if you're just learning Cus's style, you're going to want to be doing these moves every single day, along with, you know, the footwork that was just covered in brief detail. Of course, I'll put out videos that go in more depth, and, you know, I'll explain all of these moves in depth and crystal clear detail for you guys, and I'll explain all the footwork in depth and crystal clear detail. This is more of just a sneak peek where you can get a little bit of value from it.
All right, good. You're going down far enough to make him miss. You're coming up to make him think that you're going to be there.
All right, so today you got to peer into the keyhole and see what, you know, the training session of a beginner looks like in this style. You got to see, you know, the routine that I bring all of these guys through. They're all beginners. They don't have any fights. And, you know, it's very simple. We're just doing movements. We're focused on form. And, you know, as you've seen throughout the video, I'm constantly perfecting these guys' form. If you ever decide to stop into the gym, you'll get a similar treatment. You'll come in, I'll show you the basics, I'll show you your stance, your footwork, and we'll get into the moves. And you will learn skill after skill after skill for weeks at a time. This style goes deep. There's a lot to learn, and I am really happy to be sharing this for the first time. You know, and what I feel like has been a very long time. I don't think that this style has actually properly been cataloged and put out there, and my intention is to teach it to you exactly how Cus and Teddy taught it back in the day. That's how I was taught it, by people who, you know, actually grew up with Mike and were trained by Cus and Teddy. So my intention is to bring this style to the next generation of fighters. Stay tuned, and there will definitely be more to come. Thank you so much for being here today.